Hello and welcome everyone to my YouTube channel Unboxit. In this video I will share my learning experience about saving and loading models in Pytorch. So mainly I will start with why would we need to save and load models. If you are using Colab, you are very familiar with the fact that you are not anymore connected to Colab after 12 hours. So in that case, you will lose everything you have done after 12 hours if you are not prepared. So to solve that problem, you mainly use saving models. And then you reload after you load that checkpoint after you are back to Colab. So the other reason why you would need to save a checkpoint or your model is for inference, as said and explained in the documentation from Pytorch. It's for inference. Inference means that you are done with training and validating your model and you want now to test it. So sometimes you want to test your model in somewhere else. Like for now I'm in the Pytorch challenge from Udacity, and for that we need to test our model in the Udacity workspace. So it's not possible to do everything in Colab, so we need to move things back to Udacity. So that was what is on the documentation. One way for inference, you save and then you load, and the other way, which that was recommended, and the other way is for if you want to train, generally continue to train, like the Colab case, and or with inference, which basically here you save everything that you want. You might save your epochs, your optimizers, and plus the state dictionary. One more note is that it's possible to save your somewhere it's here. It's possible to save your file as PT file or PTH file. The only difference is what I get is that the PT file saves your state dictionary, while the PTH file might save more than that. So, and now if we want to see some examples of how to do the loading and the saving. So I will explain how to save the ResNet18 and the Vgg16. They are both a little bit different and they need a little bit manipulation to get it right and to pass the test. On Google Colab, I have used the code from this repository. You can check for it. You can here calculate the accuracy of the validation and the training set. Just check it out. I will be sharing it in the description. After we finished training and validation, now we have to save the model to a path, which is mainly done here, torch.save. You can save any information you want because you are using PTH file. So you can add epochs, anything else you want. I chose the architecture, the state dictionary, the class to index, and the path name. So where this file goes when you do this goes to the, so assuming that we start over, when this is done running, you go to here and then files, and then you go to a folder that is named content. It's already there by default in Colab, so you can go then to, if you refresh, if it's not there, just refresh, trust me, you will find it, and then you will find this PTH file here. You right click on it and then download it. This might take a while because the Vgg16 is a kind of really big model. You can do that like automatically if you save to G drive. I'm not going to go there now. We can do it in another video. You can save it to the G drive, and then in the Udacity workspace you can load it from there without downloading and uploading again. So if you, like, say, download this to your local hard drive, then you go to Udacity and upload it also manually. Now that we have our model saved, the PTH file, let's say to the downloads or whatever, you just go to the Udacity workspace and click on upload. You choose wherever your file is, you just go there and choose your PTH file, then open. It will say that the file is really big, so because I'm using Vgg16, it's about 43 megabyte, which is too big. However, I will have it upload because I need it, and then we press OK. Then you still need to click here, upload. We do that. I will not continue because I already have it here, as you can see. So let's say cancel, and after that is done, it will take some time, so let's say about half an hour or so. After that you go to the test. Now for loading. So you can load your model wherever you want. For this special case I need it for the Udacity Pytorch challenge. So I'm gonna use a function that they want us to use. It's called load checkpoint. So how do we do that? Mainly you have to redefine everything you need. So how is that? You need to import the important stuff like torch and n if you use it, the app, and the models, because you will definitely use it. And I am importing here some warnings. It's not so important, but you can do it. I redefine my classifier class because it should be exactly the one that you have used in the training and validation. So I used the initial the same, the forward the same, and then this is just preparation. Now we are working on the load function, the load checkpoint function. This function will take the path and we will redefine our model. So because I used Vgg16, I will have to redefine Vgg16, and I say it's pre-trained. And here I say that I want to freeze the model parameter, the Vgg16, and I want to unfreeze the model classifier parameters, the one that I have shown you above. Yeah. And after that I replace the Vgg last layer, Vgg16 last layer will not be classifying 102 flowers or classes. It will be doing something else. So to make sure that I have it right, I use my classifier that I have defined by changing the model classifier by my classifier. You can use it, you can do another way, is to not define all this. You just write down here n sequential something. I didn't use that way for now, but you can do it. Then I load the state dictionary that I have saved in my previous code. Then I set my model evaluation mode, because here I'm doing just inference. If you don't do it, I'm not sure, but in the documentation it says that you might get into trouble. Some people say it works, so just in case, just put it because you are doing inference. And then return the model. So basically we have defined the load checkpoint here. Now we want to use it. We pass the classifier Vgg16 PTH. This file should be in your workspace. You load it, you upload it manually. And then here we have some few things that were by default in the Udacity test file, and we just keep it. I just added a print line because sometimes when you run this cell, you will have these lines, downloading, etc. But it's sometimes not done, and you press test code and then you fail because the file is not done running and you have pressed test code. So to make sure you have done everything right, you do this small print line, it won't harm, and then we test code. That will make you pass, hopefully, and I'm pretty sure you will pass because the accuracy required is only 20%, and yeah, it's only about the loading function. One important note is that usually people use here, somewhere here or here, I'm not very sure. They use that we need to move the model to the CPU because Udacity is not using GPU for now. So we need to move our work from the GPU to CPU. I have already done that in my Colab before saving the model. I will show you where. So where we save torch.save, I had before that model.cpu. So no need to do the moving thing. And we have here strict to false, just in case there's some differences in the versions between Colab and Udacity, so it wouldn't harm. That's all for saving and loading the Vgg16 model. I will see you in the next video to explain the ResNet 18, and yeah, hope you all pass and see you next time. Goodbye.